Donald Trump, if you can hear us, please, Donald Trump, please save me. Please save me, Donald Trump, please. I'm asking you. Please save me.
MAGA men have tiny dicks. That's why they're so the way they are, okay? And that's why they glaze and suck on Trump's dick all the time, okay? Cause they have tiny dicks and they're overcompensated, okay?
Here is miraculous balm for those afflicted with an inferiority complex, and indeed no one is more arrogant towards women, more aggressive or scornful than the man who is anxious about his fertility. Those who are not fear-ridden in the presence of their fellow men are much more disposed to recognize a fellow creature in woman.
This is why these men don't actually care about women's rights. They say they're protecting women, but no, they're overcompensating because they're mediocre, okay? They got tiny dicks and they don't actually care about people. They only care about themselves because they're narcissists, okay?
We live in a historical period characterized by a sharp discrepancy between the intellectual development of man and his mental emotional development, which has left him still in a state of marked narcissism with all its pathological symptoms.
Trump has a big ego. Now, I'm not gonna lie and say that like Trump hasn't done anything good. I'm gonna say, as a guy who did vote for Trump, I'm glad I voted for Trump. But let's be honest, okay? Trump has a small dick, much like the MAGA crowd does. And these MAGA crowd guys aren't taking into account anything else that Trump did. Did Trump rape Jean Carroll? Maybe, maybe not. Jean Carroll's kind of weird.
You know,
but I think most people think of rape as it is a violent assault. It is not.
I think most people think of rape as being sexy.
Let's take a short break.
Think of the fantasies.
She's kind of a weird thing, so I wouldn't trust your testimony too. That still doesn't take away from the fact that Donald Trump has a small dick. And the MAGA crowd, every MAGA guy too has a small dick. Every guy that is like pro-life, yeah, they don't actually care about life. They think they're pro-life.
Talking about abortion, J.D. Vance recently mentioned, if a 13-year-old girl gets raped by her uncle, that abortion should be allowed. Do you think that the right wing should kind of moderate their views on no abortion ever to accommodate
the only exception
would
be life of the mother, which is a debated thing that even exists at all.
So the thing I wanted to say to continue with that is you lose a lot of voters when you say those kinds of things. I couldn't care less.
Honestly, we all know that behind closed doors, they're actually beating their wives because she burnt the dinner, because that's the lifestyle that it leads to, just wanting to be your wife because you have a small dick. So, I don't know, I'm not calling for violence, but, the MAGA, yeah, to my MAGA followers, to my MAGA brethren, yeah, you have a small dick.